Ichizero.
That's the Matrix Revolutions, the finale. This is, yeah, basically sci-fi, right? Like,
Oh, is that so?
there's that theory.
No, it's not. Oh, is that so? Oh, really?
A lot of it. First off, Trinity and Morpheus go to meet someone, right? And I'm like, who are you? That's what I want to ask.
Yeah, that's what I want to ask.
And then they go to the Oracle. They say, no. But this Oracle is different from the last one, right?
Right, their face changed, didn't it?
Yeah.
In the story, because this person helped out. They ended up like this as compensation. That's the story.
They say that, but when I looked it up, it turns out the person who played the Oracle up through the previous film apparently passed away.
Sounds like it.
Right. So I don't know if that's why they recast the role, and I've also heard they plan to change it anyway, but
Yeah. Officially, it seems that was the plan all along, though.
in the previous film, the Oracle was a woman, an older lady. That was my impression. So she's a woman, right?
No, at first glance. Doesn't he look like an old guy?
If it's an older guy, that's fine too.
No, an old lady.
But I've seen this person before, you know. I think you all probably know him too. This guy.
Oh, the Mandela effect.
Yes, Nelson Mandela.
Huh.
He was in The Matrix. And this Nelson Mandela, I thought was a man. But Yusan goes, no, this is a woman, the Mandela effect.
Mandela effect.
The legendary Nelson Mandela, and this Mandela effect about Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Like the thing where there were rumors that Mandela had died, or hadn't died yet. You know that story, right?
Yeah.
I think, maybe it's this, that Nelson Mandela was in The Matrix.
Ah.
Maybe it stems from here.
So because of this, it turned into that whole alive or dead kind of thing.
Yeah, huh? It's Mandela, right?
Well, yeah. Neo is in between Machine City and the Matrix. This is a disconnected state, right? It's like he's just sleeping there with nothing. But he said something like, it's the same as the invading brainwaves, or something. So the big premise is that he's here right now even though there's nothing, right? This guy is someone named Ramakandra. Neo asks Rama why he's here. Why are you here? I love my daughter from the bottom of my heart. It's just a word. Love. What matters is the relationship that expresses that word. Then he says, isn't your reason for being here the same as mine? He probably means the relationship and the purpose are the same, I think. So the relationship itself becomes the purpose. You get it?
Let me think about it overnight.
One night, when he says it's just a word, he means it's just a word that describes a relationship, right? Probably only when there's a relationship. Things with things, people with people. Does a purpose arise? So maybe that's why he says it's the same. So what we think of as love can totally be seen as just a relationship with that person. So he's saying fate is also just a word. He's saying fate is a relationship too. Well, from one perspective, for example, maybe my fate is shaped by the relationships around me. That kind of thing. He says things like, in other words, it's the meaning of my being here. So maybe this means relationships are what make you. He says, I don't resent fate. It gave me a wife and a daughter, so I have to repay that. There's that word talent, right? In English, you might call it a gift, Something you're given, something you receive, an endowed ability, like talent. You call that a gift. So in that sense, it was given to him. Because talent is about yourself, right? Identity and all that. That's something you're given too. That's what he's saying. This is the part I find really interesting. For example, in this story, machines have the purpose of coexisting with humans. I think that's something they were given. If they lose it, they lose their purpose. If humans' purpose from the start is to live, then that's something that was input from the start. So that would be a gift. That's what they're depicting, I think.
The Trainman. Why is he like this right now?
Kinda grimy. You attach identities to all sorts of people, right? Then, sure enough, they gradually start to resemble each other. Then, like a producer, they'll complain, they look alike. Won't people get them mixed up? That kind of complaint comes in.
No, come on. They changed this way too much. All of a sudden. Wild, right?
Well, it suddenly got intense.
Well, for me, it's super easy to understand. To the point where I'm the one calling it out. Why is it like this?
But there's no doubt this program is special. So I think they probably made the character really distinctive.
You swung it this way?
They swung it this way.
There's a way to swing it, isn't there? I get it. This is the world I created. Neo gets knocked out with one punch. Like the savior gets taken out in one hit.
That's right. Let me explain a bit. This place is neither Machine City nor the Matrix. And they built a passageway in this empty place. I think that's why he got the nickname Trainman. The one who set the rules here is this Trainman, which means he's basically the architect, in Matrix terms. This guy. He's a pretty big shot.
I see. In this world, he's a big shot.
He can control everything 100%.
I see. And then another one-punch KO.
It's a total one punch.
And skipping ahead a bit, this is the Oracle's eyes, right?
He's got something he wants, so he can propose a deal, right? He wants the Oracle's eyes in exchange for Neo. These guys, they don't deceive people. They definitely do what they say they'll do, right?
Huh, it doesn't say deceive in there.
They don't, right?
If you drop your weapons, I'll give her back, he says. And usually in that pattern, if you put the gun down...
That's out, right? It's out.
When I thought, that's out, he goes into negotiations, like...
Yeah. Maybe it's just because they're computers, but they're the kind who follow procedures properly. This might just be symbolic, but if you ask whether a computer can deceive, of course it can. Huh? Well, it's not sci-fi though.
So the Oracle kind of knows what's coming, so she doesn't get surprised.
Right.
But she's surprised here.
He's surprised.
Here, that man can't see anything, because he can't understand it. That's about the architect.
It's the architect.
They're saying that. But around here, that man, are they a married couple or something?
Yeah, I guess so. It's a relationship.
I see. That's a clever way to put it. From this side, the Oracle probably thinks he's the husband. But from the architect's side, it's like, stop it.
Like, stop it. That kind of vibe.
Is this interpretation okay?
I went along with it, but yeah, that's the interpretation. Here, everything that has a beginning has an end. He says he can see the end. I can see a spreading darkness. I can see death. As a result of this system trying to maintain balance, Smith goes out of control. That's basically what he's talking about here. Well, I think this will come up again a bit later. Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Bane regains consciousness and...
He got it back. There's something mysterious here for me. Neo originally got zapped, dropped flat, and was supposed to be sleeping like that, right? They just unplugged it, right? Pulled it out.
Huh? For real?
But there wasn't any plug stuck in him.
Oh, so it is sci-fi after all?
No, that's not it. It looks like a mistake, but it actually isn't. My take is, he reconnected to the computer interface that originally exists in the Matrix and came back. Let me explain a bit more. It's like wireless intrusion, isn't it? He's in there with nothing connected. This is like when he made contact with the Sentinels, right? With the electricity. I think that's when he transferred his consciousness, or thoughts, to a computer. I'll explain this later, but I think he transferred it to an AI in Machine City, or to some program. And then when reconnecting, there was that cable plugged in earlier, right? Because from the Matrix side, there's no way to return him to his body, right? So I think they plugged it in once for that purpose. And I think this action is actually the same mechanism as Smith. From the Matrix world, the computer world, they were able to transfer consciousness, including memories, into the brain. So he came back by plugging the cable back in.
I see.
That felt like the most reasonable explanation to me.
Someone without that deep knowledge would go, this is definitely wrong, like, it's sci-fi.
It's not sci-fi.
So you're the last exile, like, Seraph gets chased by a bunch of Smiths, and that's basically it for Seraph here.
By now, one of these is Seraph.
And that little girl got assimilated too.
Yeah.
So yeah, a ton of Smiths swarm the Oracle and blast the cookies away.
He was super motivated. It was like, how do you like that kind of vibe?
Where is it? I see Mama. So like, the architect and the Oracle are married, after all.
Married couple. Wait a second, you always go there.
Yeah, and well, since Smith was born from that too, it's like, I see Mom.
This is that, Isn't this Sati? This one.
Oh, so that's what it is.
Because he was imitating Sati after all. Like, we've got to give him something, kind of.
You were saying that, yeah. So that's what it means. No, I was thinking like, do we need that line while she's mixing the cookie dough? That's how I felt. We do.
Yeah, we need that.
But if you don't get this part, it means absolutely nothing.
Right.
I see and then, I see Mama, got it. And then, here, the Oracle gets assimilated by Smith, and the assimilated Oracle bursts out laughing. Why is she like so happy?
He's totally delighted. Well, isn't he happy because he got the Oracle's eyes?
That's what it is. Oh, so this is how they got the Oracle's eyes.
Yeah, because he assimilated her.
I thought he'd take her eyes out and put them on himself. Oh, I see. So that's why he's happy.
And also, even here, you can already kind of feel that something's a bit off about Smith himself, right?
I'm starting to get it.
You get it?
Now I've got even more to look forward to rewatching.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And here, Bane's like, who is this? No, I'm the one who wants to ask that.
That's what I want to ask.
First off, I don't even know who Bane is.
On that level. Sure, as a producer, if you're watching thinking, who is this person? And then he asks you, who am I? You'd get irritated, right? Yeah, I get it.
This is, a counselor.
That's right.
A counselor. So isn't it the architect?
He's not the architect. He's a counselor.
This isn't the architect, right? A counselor.
If it were the architect, that would mean he came back.
When I saw it in real time, I thought he had come back, though.
Really? At that point, it basically means you didn't even watch the movie properly.
At the end, when Neo leaves the architect, he says, "I never want to see you again." He says something like that, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, they said counselor, but it was the architect, and that's why Neo got mad.
I'm not really sure about this part, though.
So in my mind, this counselor is a villain. Yeah, something like that.
Man, this story's really going places.
And then finally, the showdown with Bane.
The showdown's here. Bane comes at him, right?
What do you want? The same as you.
Looks like he noticed.
That line made him realize it, I guess. Looks like you've noticed, Mr. Anderson. The fact that he's calling him Mr. Anderson means it's Smith, right?
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I thought that too.
Right?
He really doesn't notice, huh?
Yeah, he might be even more oblivious than me. It's a lie. This is the part that bothers me.
Yeah.
It's not a lie. That's impossible. There's nowhere I can't go. Impossible, not impossible. Watching this exchange, I'm thinking, back in Reloaded, was it really allowed, like rules-wise, for Smith to possess Bane and come into the real world? That's the question. But even Neo is saying, that's impossible, and it can't be, right?
First, in my interpretation, Neo himself still doesn't really understand how that mechanism works. From getting shocked earlier to being plugged in and coming back to the real world, he still doesn't really get it. Agent Smith, after possessing Bane, comes back through the phone. At that time, he's brought back along with his memories, so his brain has been altered to some extent. They explain it by showing he has all those scars in his brain.
Ah, yeah, you did say that.
Yeah.
And then here, this part is like no big deal. This drill, drills from the Machine City to Zion, breaks through, and then the drill falls down, right?
Yeah.
It opens a hole, and from inside, sentinels.
Yeah, they're swarming.
They come swarming in. This is exactly the part that kind of puts a dent in that whole "the Matrix isn't sci-fi" thing. Because, where did all the dirt and rock that the drill dug out go? That's the question.
Seriously.
See, isn't this sci-fi?
No, it's not sci-fi. Generally, for machines that dig holes, there's something called a shield machine, right? Shield machines are really flat, aren't they? The flat front part moves forward, and as it excavates, it sends the rocks and stuff back on a conveyor belt, and it digs a tunnel like that. That's what a shield machine is. If it's not flat, it gets complicated. But this is pointed, right? So I think it's a bit different from the tunneling machines we know. Because it's pointed. Like, screws. Like wood screws. Wood screws go in, right? As you twist them.
Yeah.
So I think it can go in endlessly, even long wood screws. And why is that? Because instead of pushing stuff back, I think it goes in while shoving it aside, as it twists around. So this thing is pointed, right?
Ha, so that's the trick, huh?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, that's true.
That's probably the idea, I think.
Ah, thank God. I mean, I figured even Yusan couldn't answer this. Like, where did the dirt go? The captain of the Hammer says, "Commander, we held the dock."
Yeah.
You people only ever think about what's right in front of you. That's the problem. Like, dude, you're the one who made the final call.
Yeah, like, don't say that with that face.
With that cleft chin.
He's totally dissing him. No, but you felt like, why would you say something like that, right?
Right? You know people like this, don't you?
You run into guys like this sometimes.
Just kind of like totally impossible to deal with. Seriously.
Yeah, you do.
Like, no, you're the one, And they dump all that stuff on you.
Ah, seriously.
That kind of guy.
What is with that? I can't stand that there's even a world where guys like this get to live either. I can still forgive liars, Wait, what am I even talking about? I can forgive that, sure, but people who run away, I just can't forgive that, for some reason.
Seriously.
Ah, well, it's just a word.
Are you enlightened? Here it is.
Ah, spiky.
Spiky.
Yeah.
This like final boss looking thing comes out, and it's like, state your case.
Yeah.
This is it, the problem scene.
Yeah.
It pops out, and it looks dangerous, doesn't it?
Yeah, looks like it's gonna stab you.
Looks like it'll stab you, right? If you fail, Shimura behind you, like...
No.
No, seriously.
I see.
Anyone watching this is definitely going, Shimura behind you.
It is.
Like, oh crap.
Yeah, it really is. You end up going, behind you. Well, it's like, it's probably gonna stab him.
He's gonna die, right?
But yeah, it's like, it's probably aiming to stab that hole in his back, right?
Because I didn't get it.
Ah, I see.
Like, you're totally gonna get attacked from behind later. I didn't even realize the final boss and that needle were moving forward with the same objective.
Ah, I get it.
So I thought the final boss was in front, and someone else was aiming from behind.
Yeah.
Shimura, behind you, for real.
Like, oh crap, oh crap.
Yeah, I'm going, oh crap, oh crap. And then the next scene, yep, it stabbed him.
This part.
That's game over.
That's how it feels, yeah. That's how you'd feel, right? I'm really siding with the producer here too, actually. Well, sure, like, you don't have to stab him that hard, you know?
At the very least, I bet he's got whiplash.
Probably. Well, it's like, you know, they do it all the time, right? Like in Hajime no Ippo, in boxing, when they come out of the corner and smack them on the back really hard. It's the same thing, like giving them a "you can do it" pep talk, that kind of thing, I think.
And he put some force into it too, like, do your best, Neo. That vibe?
That's what I think.
Sure, yeah, the Machine City was betting on Neo too, after all.
Yeah. It's a pretty bad situation, right? I mean...
Because really, at this point, when Neo talks to the final boss, he's like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
And what Neo said was, if you're gonna do it, kill me now. And then it's like, hold on a second, kind of.
Like, what's your purpose, kind of?
Yeah. So in the end, even the final boss had no way out.
Probably.
And maybe that do your best showed up in the momentum when he stabbed him.
And I really want to know a bit more, honestly. What that spiky thing is supposed to mean. I mean, sure, it looked cool. It had that boss vibe, right? So yeah, maybe the creators like games or something. They like that kind of depiction.
It's Lazarus.
It's Lazarus. You pulled out something nostalgic.
No, I seriously thought it was Lazarus.
Ah, gotchin, huh. Go inside. Dodge the 5-direction rapid fire at a slight angle and land 2 hits.
Here, the final battle.
Yep, it's a battle.
Because I know I'm going to win.
That's right. With this guy, you get the sense he'll win. He's already seen it. The scene where he wins.
Oh, is it that, his eyes?
Right, because he has the Oracle's eyes. He's seen the scene where he wins.
Ah, so that's what it is.
I think that's how it's supposed to work.
Huh, okay, I see.
He knows the outcome.
Why? Why fight so hard? Because I chose to.
Neo really fixates on this, doesn't he? He really fixates on, I chose. So this guy is the opposite, right? Even after choosing, he believes there's a possibility that not everything is decided. He's really in the minority, this guy. He was a minority to begin with, though.
And then, it's the last punch scene. Neo is already done for. And then wait, I recognize this. This is it. This is the end. Right? You lie there like that, I'm standing right here, and then I say something. Everything that has a beginning has an end, Neo.
This is that part from earlier, right? When they went to meet the Oracle, he said the same thing.
And then, I said it.
That face. Well, I wonder if he knew.
What did I just say? No way. There's no way. Don't come. What are you afraid of? This is a trap. You were right.
He said that what he'd said was right, didn't he?
And here's the thing. Just when you're wondering what kind of ending it's going to have, he gets assimilated. Huh? Like...
Yeah. You were like, huh, he's gonna lose, right?
He gets assimilated and, like, Neo version Smith is born. And you're like, is this the end? And the light flares like crazy under his sunglasses. Like, what?
Even in the real world, it shines under his sunglasses.
And light comes out of his mouth too. He blasts it out with force. And then Neo explodes. Blasting it is fine, but he ends up exploding?
Right.
Like, uh-oh, you know? And then the other Smith's sunglasses light up too. This guy lights up too. Explosion. And then at the end, this scene. This seriously shocked me. At the end, everyone's gone, and someone's lying there thafosting.
She's an old lady.
Yeah, that's right. This...
The Oracle.
It's the Oracle, right? No, I totally thought it was Neo.
Ah, really?
Like, I thought Yusan probably doesn't know this either.
Ah, is that so? There was that time he was talking, right? When he said something like, everything that has a beginning has an end, Neo, and he'd already assimilated her. That's when I realized, oh, this is the Oracle. So he was fighting the Oracle, right? Probably.
That's what it is, yeah. And at the end, I don't know why, but Smith explodes. So, and if you're told there's one person left, you'd think it's Neo. That's basically like the standard movie formula, that the main character is the one left. So I wasn't watching that carefully. I was just like, ah, Neo. And then like, I'd thought it was Neo for 20 years, but it was an old lady. That's a shock. I was pretty shocked. I thought, Yusan probably doesn't know this.
Oh, really?
And I even said it all smugly. And then, this scene. This is deja vu. Basically, it got rewritten.
System reload.
So then, what about the other people? Of course I'll free them. Can I trust you? What do you think I am, human?
This is how it is, apparently, too. This ties into that Merovingian thing from earlier, but these guys probably don't see any meaning in deceiving people there. So they do what they say they'll do. I'm guessing. But he says he'll free the people who want to get out, right? He's not going to free people who don't want to, or people who don't know, right? Because that'd be a huge risk. That's a risk for humanity, and it's a risk for the machines too. Freeing humanity now, I mean, everyone would end up puking.
How do you check whether someone wants to get out?
Well, the ones who want out are probably the ones who noticed.
Huh? Someone who noticed?
Because there are people who notice, right? Like Neo. Like, something's off. Or, is this virtual? They're the ones who notice. And when they're asked if they want to get out, they say yes. And then they get freed.
So then I guess that's it. We should be thinking, I want out in the real world too, right?
Well, probably. If you think that, you just go outside though.
Can we get out?
I think you can get out.
Might happen, yeah.
It'll come. Definitely. No, this is real. I think people with that kind of will can get out. By the way, you reloaded this world just now, right? From here, the system should be able to regain a certain level of stability. But this time, they didn't destroy Zion.
Yes.
From a computer's perspective, I think that becomes a pretty big risk factor. Because they need to destroy Zion and keep Zion's power at a certain level, they're supposed to wipe it out once. But now it's still huge. That's a risk for the machines. The fact that they didn't destroy Zion, where tons of humans are. And the risk is that humans might start thinking weird things again, right? I mean, don't you think it could happen? Like going to war with the machines again. Humans aren't as rational as computers. So that kind of thing happens. Because they anticipate that. I think that's why they've been doing this all along. So what the architect says every time is, if they don't do this, humanity will be doomed again. Including things like having to go to war again. He thinks they can't maintain it otherwise. In that sense, this is a new attempt for them. So even the old guy has that slightly excited look on his face now, doesn't he? It might turn into war again, and as a risk it's pretty big, but it's like, well, it can't be helped. That kind of vibe, I think. So even if they're not going to let everyone out all at once, they'll rescue the people who want to get out of the Matrix and leave Zion as it is. That's the idea. And if there's any hope, it's that by retrieving the one, maybe they can get some information or something. Then, from the human side, it could still turn into declaring war again and fighting, but maybe there's also hope that humans will learn a way of living and choose a world of coexistence. Maybe there's that kind of hope too.
Can I trust you? What do you think I am? Human?
He's got that well of course look on his face.
Even hearing this bit, I still feel like they're a couple.
So it's that after all.
Like the Oracle kind of likes the architect.
Like it's leaning that way?
And the architect is like, stop it.
You just want to say, stop it, don't you?
Did you know everything? No, not at all. But I believed, you know. So yeah, that's the last line of Revolutions.
The phrase I believed expresses the strength of that relationship, right? In the sense of trust, you know. I think it's a statement of intent that they kept trying, including everyone's connections. You wrapped it up nicely.
So we've gone through it all, but actually there's something I forgot to ask. You know, we've been going with this it's not sci-fi vibe up to here, but I'm scared to ask because if you say it, it could blow everything up. But I'm gonna trust you, Yusan, and ask. So, like, people are being grown in pods, and at the start they put a baby in there for a sec, and it's being grown, right? So then, who gives birth? Like, say in the Matrix world, a man and a woman have sex, and she gets pregnant, right? If you get pregnant in the Matrix, like the baby is inside your belly, what's happening in the real world? That's what I mean. Is this okay?
This should be fine. You know how fertilization can happen inside the Matrix, right? When that happens, the computer knows. So it'd be like, that unit at address number whatever, and that unit at address number whatever got fertilized. And then they go collect their reproductive cells, and fertilize them, culture a new baby, and then stick it somewhere again, right? They put it in this pot-like thing, and in the Matrix they make it look like it's inside that mother's belly. And when it's born, it's linked up to that baby. That's gotta be it. Since it's a system designed so humans can live as happily as possible, I think in a sense they're doing it properly.
Ah, thank God. I thought it might fall apart here. Like, even Yusan can't handle this.
I see. And, to give my final take, I don't think there was ever any distinction between VR and reality in the first place. We're the ones just assuming there is, but you can just think of there being various dimensions in various places. So even the computer worlds that we build and run, for the people inside them, that's real, right? Then it becomes the question of how our world is any different from VR. And if we're also being run under some kind of regulation, then really there's no difference anywhere. We just don't know who created our world. But apart from that, there's no difference. So the distinction we call VR versus reality didn't exist from the start. It's just things like how complex it is, or how many dimensions it has. That's about it. So, in the bigger picture, what the machines were seeking, without really understanding it, the realization of a perfect world, is really just understanding the nature of things. So like I said earlier, since there's no distinction between VR and reality in the first place, It all just comes down to understanding things, I guess. Honestly, the moment you say there's no distinction between VR and reality, there's no sci-fi left anymore.
So you completely demolished me on everything.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So it really isn't sci-fi after all.
I guess it really wasn't sci-fi after all.